Hello listeners and welcome back to Room 104. I'm your host Dwayne, and today's topic focuses on a serious matter that continues to be neglected throughout society across the globe. At this time, I'd like to introduce a few campaigners who are addressing the issue head on. Known simply as Article 14, Amina, Hayleigh and Izadin join me in the studio today. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you.
I'm alright, thanks, Dwayne.
I'm doing great, thank you very much.
Good. So Article 14, an interesting name. For those of you at home who don't understand what Article 14 is, would you like to explain to them?
Yeah, so Article 14 comes under the Human Rights Act, which was set by the European Convention of Human Rights. There are many different articles that come under that, but we're focusing on Article 14 because it is the protection of from discrimination. Just reading a simple quote from the website, which summarises what it is. Article 14 requires that all of the rights and freedoms set out in the Human Rights Act must be protected and applied without discrimination. So what type of discrimination does this act protect you from? Well, there's sexual discrimination, race, colour, language, religion, sexual orientation and disability, and many more.
Okay. Izadin, do you have anything to elaborate on that?
Right, I would also like to add, in terms of Article 14, when it comes to people from different race, gender, culture, sexual orientation, so on, I would also like to add people with different disabilities as well, because from what I know is people with disabilities can be discriminated too. Yeah.
Amina, of everything you could have possibly created a campaign for, you decided to build around one that essentially targets everyone. Yeah. Why make that decision, and what makes you so passionate about Article 14?
Well, Dwayne, our group is a very diverse one. We come from different cultures, different backgrounds, different religious backgrounds, and we have a range of abilities. And we all have experienced some sort of discrimination. So we feel strongly about this because we have compiled a questionnaire, and we gave it to the people of Coventry, just around the campus and the city centre. And in this questionnaire, we've created some scenarios, and all of these scenarios did show a form of discrimination on a specific issue. And 40.7% of the people said that there is no discrimination in any of these scenarios. And which is quite alarming because all of them did show a form of discrimination. Yeah. Whereas 29.6% had said they experienced discrimination. So the lack of awareness, I think, about this topic is quite alarming, and this is why we want people to be aware. We want to raise awareness. We want people to know more about this, and so they can avoid being discriminative, and so they know when they are getting discriminated against.
Yeah, I guess there's a thin line between what is actually discrimination and what is not.
Yeah.
All right. Hayleigh, sorry for leaving you out.
No, that's okay.
I know you come in today to obviously have your input on Article 14. I've heard also that you have your own campaign you're sort of working on with other people. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm actually from another campaign called War Never Changes. And War and Article 14 actually have a lot to do with each other, as you can see in current events with civil war in Syria and other things going on in the Middle East. Yeah. A lot of people are fleeing their countries and trying to come to Europe, where they're being turned away and not let in because of who they are and who they are perceived to be. And that's a massive breach of Article 14.
Yeah.
Okay, so not Hayleigh, sorry. So, Amina, you mentioned what Article 14 is specifically.
Yeah.
So, why is that you've decided to come into the radio station to advertise it today?
Well, we are trying to reach as much people as we can. We've done posters, flyers, we've got social media pages and websites. We just want to reach as much people as we can. And I think through the radio, those extra 10, 20 or even 100 people do make a difference on our campaign. I just want to advertise our social media. We have Twitter, so at article_14 with a lowercase c. And Facebook at Article 14, and on Instagram at Article 14 campaign. Izadin, would you like to talk to us a bit about the website?
Yes, the website is called izadin.co.uk/Article 14, and what it is just mainly the website about Article 14, which includes the homepage, about us, so like who we are and what we do for Article 14.
Yeah.
We also have pages to gain access to social media.
So we have like all these pages. So if you have any more, if you need to know anything extra, you can just go on that, and you'll be linked to many of our different sites.
All right, cool. Before we wrap this up, Hayleigh, do you want to tell the others about all the links and social media that you guys have for War Never Changes?
Okay, so you can mostly find us on Facebook, and just type in War Never Changes, and you should be able to find us, and all the links are there.
Okay.
And you should be able to find us that way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, all right. That's all we have time for. I'd like to thank the campaigners for Article 14, Amina and Izadin, and the
Thank you very
campaigner
much.
for
Thank
Whatever
you.
Changes, Hayleigh. I've been Dwayne, and this has been Room 104.
Thank you for having us.